Hello my dear students and welcome back. Today we are not just doing geometry, we are resolving a tragic love story. We have two circles C1 and C2 trapped inside a square cage called VWXY. Okay, so let's come to the question. As shown in the figure, circle C1 with the center O1 and the radius R1 touches the square VWXY at points P and Q, while circle C2 with the center O2 and the radius R2 touches the square VWXY at points R and S. The two circles touch each other at the point T. Now given R1 is 1, Vy is VW is 4 centimeter, and we have to find the R2. Okay, and there are four options. Option A is 4 minus 3 root 2, option B is 1 plus 2 root 2, option C is 7 minus 4 root 2, and option D is 5 plus 3 root 2. Okay, so let's solve this together. I'm making it very tiny because I need some space to write. Okay, so let's start now. Now look at C1. It's tiny, it's cute, its radius is R1 is 1 centimeter, and it's huddled in the corner near W, touching the walls at P and Q. And then we have C2, the big sibling. It's leaning against the opposite corner near Y, and they are barely touching at point T. And the mission, find R2. And if we don't find R2, the square might collapse. Okay, so before we touch a calculator, let's look at the diagonal WY. In geometry, diagonals are like the hidden passages of a castle. Now since VWXY is a square with the sides S is equal to 4 centimeter, then the length of the diagonal WY is S root 2, that is 4 root 2 centimeter, right? Now the centers of both circles O1 and O2 must lie on this diagonal because the circles are perfectly tucked into the corners. If you don't believe me, imagine the symmetry. If the circle titled even a millimeter, it would not touch both walls equally. Now let's break the diagonal WY into the segments. It's like a sandwich. So first is the segment 1. And what is this? W2 O1. Okay. Now this is the distance from the corner W to the center O1. Since C1 touches the sides, it forms a tiny little square of side R1. The diagonal of that tiny square is what? R1 root 2. Now it's time for the segment number 2. And what's this? O1 to T. Okay, now this is just radius R1. Okay, now the segment number 3. And what's this? T2 O2. Okay, now this is the radius R2. Okay, now it's turn for the segment number 4. It's O2 to Y. Okay, similar to the first segment, this is the distance from the center O2 to the center corner, so to the corner Y. So it's the diagonal of the square with the sides R2, so it's R2 root 2. Okay, now let's make the equation. So WO1 plus O1T plus TO2 plus O2Y will be what? Total diagonal WY, right? So this will be what? R1 root 2 plus R1 plus R2 plus R2 root 2, that is 4 root 2. Okay, now we plug in what we know. We know that R1 is 1, right? So let's throw it in there. So we get 1 root 2 plus 1 plus R2 plus R2 root 2 is 4 root 2. Okay, let's get all the R2 stuff on the side, on one side, and the numbers on the another. And it's like cleaning your room. Keep the toys together and the clothes together. So we get R2 into 1 plus root 2 will be equal to 4 root 2 minus root 2 minus 1. So R2 into 1 plus root 2 will be what? 3 root 2 minus 1. Now we divide. So we get R2 equal to what? 3 root 2 minus 1 by root 2 plus 1. Now to solve this, we multiply by both conjugate root 2 minus 1. Now this is the math equivalent to a reverse Uno card. So we get R2 equal to 3 root 2 minus 1 into root 2 minus 1 by root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1. Now denominator will be root 2 square minus 1 square, that is 2 minus 1, that is 1. So numerator will be what? Numerator will be 3 into 2 minus 3 root 2 minus root 2 plus 1, that is equal to 6 minus 4 root 2 plus 1, that is 7 minus 4 root 2. Okay. So R2 is what? We got R2 is 7 minus 4 root 2. Okay. So let's check our options. Option number C is the actual match. Okay. Now I am talking about the property of tangency. Listen it very carefully. It will help you in the examination. Okay. Now when two circles touch externally, the distance between the center is R1 plus R2. Okay. Now the square symmetry. Corners of the squares and inscribed circles always involve that root 2 ratio. It's like the tax you pay for moving diagonally. Okay. So you guys just solved the GATE economics level geometry problem. Go tell your parents that you are basically a genius. So this was the whole solution for this question. So I hope this is clear to you. If you have any kind of doubt regarding this question, regarding the concept, you can ask me in the comment section, guys. So see you in the next session. Till then, keep learning and keep growing with only Dr. Shoraf's classes. Bye-bye.